Hey, what's up, Zach? I didn't even watch Freck's videos yet. I think I called him Freak once, and he said that the two E's is his way of representing the sound, Freck. Um, but anyways, a couple things about technology. I would definitely agree with you that as technology has been applied the last, oh, I don't know, 400 years or so, um, it has tended to be applied for uh, economic reasons. In other words, to increase the efficiency so that an owner can make more money by doing less work. And this, of course, was done uh, without considering the effects that it would have on the natural world. We assumed that the input, the resources that we use, are infinite, and that the waste that we produce is negligible, when in reality that's not how an ecosystem works. Everything has to have its place in the cycle. It's not a linear input output sort of scheme. And so, of course, 300 or 400 years later, as this technology has exponentially increased in complexity, the ecosystem is unable to support it, and the whole technological system that we've developed is crashing. Now the question is this something inherent to technology, or is it something inherent to capitalism? I would say it's capitalism. It's I mean, in the case of producing technologies for um, creating products on a mass scale, um, that is something that comes along with capitalism. But technology, in the sense of a craftsman who hand makes a piano, say, or a guitar, or a violin, um, or any other number of useful tools or objects that human beings can use, that does not necessarily have to destroy um, well, our psychological abilities to relate to nature, or our physical abilities to sustain ourselves, or nature's ability to sustain itself and to have a diverse ecology. The problem is mass production, making millions and millions of the same product with machines, because then the product is shoddy, it's worthless. There's no, for lack of a better word, love put into it. There's no attention paid to the product, to the technology, to the machine, to whatever it is, to the instrument, by an individual craftsman. Um, and so the result is my MacBook, which has a fan that sucks. If a laptop was built by an individual person, yeah, it would take a lot more time, a lot more energy would human energy would have to go into it, but it would work and it would last for more than a couple years. Um, it wouldn't have this programmed obsolescence. It wouldn't be designed to make a profit. It would be designed to be useful and helpful. So technology has been corrupted by capitalism, not necessarily by its own inherent, um, you know, essence. Another thing about books, about Daniel Quinn. Just by chance, I happened to get a book that I ordered today from Amazon called Radical Nature, um, Rediscovering the Soul of Matter by Christian de Quincy. Um, and in the front cover, there's a couple um, quotes by other authors, and Daniel Quinn happened to be one of them. Um, he said, Aboriginal peoples of the world, wherever they're still found intact, know that consciousness goes all the way down, which is essentially what this book is about. Instead of seeing matter as just dead, inert, stupid, mindless stuff, um, he's trying to reinvent our modern worldview such that nature itself is seen as intelligent, purposeful, valuable, creative, all the things that we typically only attribute to human minds. De Quincy is saying, well, wait a minute, it's out there as well. It gave rise to us. So Quinn continues, they perceive this as directly and intuitively as we perceive the humor in a joke. That is, that consciousness goes all the way down. For this reason, it's not really something we can discover any more than we discovered America. Nonetheless, for us latecomers, for whom the concept is a stranger, Christian De Quincy has provided a delightfully accessible foundation for its rediscovery. So this is obviously a more philosophical book. The books that you were mentioning are more social criticism, which is still philosophical, but this is more on a purely philosophical level, how we conceive of and relate to the world in an epistemological and ontological sense. And it's interesting, because I just finished another philosopher, Daniel Dennett's book called Darwin's Dangerous Idea, which represents the basic scientific modern view of nature. And it's that, it starts out as just dead, blind, inert stuff, and through this mechanism of natural selection, it accidentally stumbles upon ways of reproducing itself that are more efficient, and eventually, after billions of years, we get people with intelligence and what we call consciousness, but that's really just a bunch of pieces, brain processes that randomly evolve to do some function. There is no mind in the strong sense at the level of atoms, molecules, cells, or even humans. There's no mind in the sense of a soul. It's just evolution. It just accidentally happened and we survived and here we are. But we're basically just automatons or machines. And Dennett says that this is the only objective, value-free, neutral view that we can have of the world. And it's interesting that he would assert this, because is it really neutral to say this about nature? Is it really value-free and objective? Or is it a covert value judgment about the worth of nature and everything it has produced? Is it a sort of undercover attempt to say that, humans are here, we have this special intelligence that has evolved accidentally, and now we can dominate, now we can control the process? Is that so neutral? I don't think it is. I mean, it's clothed in this scientific jargon and makes it seem more objective, but it, in my mind, does not make a value-free proclamation about what nature is. So, you're right, though, about Daniel Quinn being a start. Ishmael is a very simple, effective explanation of what's going on, but it's a start. And a good place to go from there would be this book, I think. I haven't read it yet, but I'm sure I'll enjoy it. Look it up on Amazon if you're interested. Radical Nature, Rediscovering the Soul of Matter, by Christian De Quincy. Comes with the support of Daniel Quinn, author of Ishmael. So, yeah, thanks, Zach. And I'm going to go watch Freck's videos now so I can understand what you're responding to. Take it easy. Oh, and send me that paper. I'd like to read that.